Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. Happy Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. I was able to go out a little bit this morning, did some more fishing, caught some more fish, but that's good for me. So, there's always new people coming into the groups, and some of the questions I see is, has anybody applied for SSDI? Now, I have made a ton of videos about Social Security Disability Insurance, which from this point on, I will be calling it SSDI. So I have made a ton of these videos, but it's always good to make a new one. The first thing you really want to do, if you're going to apply for Social Security disability, is either get a disability lawyer or call a company like Allsup. And these people know what they're doing. They're going to help you every step of the way. And it's a very good chance you're going to get it. Okay? But here are some things you want to do first before you contact a lawyer or the disability insurance. Allsup, ALLSUP. One is you want to be on a short-term or a long-term disability from your work. Okay? Because it shows SSDI, Social Security, that you can't work. You're on disability already. So in insurance companies, it's only about a year or two before long-term cuts out anyways. So that's when you want to really start applying. You don't want to be working a 40-hour-a-week job, apply for Social Security, and you're still working. That's going to be very bad in your behavior, and I'm pretty sure any lawyer will tell you that. You want to be on some sort of a plan beforehand. So, yeah, and then in a lot of the long-term disability insurance companies will connect you to a company like Allsup. They want you to apply for Social Security disability because it saves them money. But here's the kicker. When you finally win your Social Security, you have to pay that money back to them. So while you're not working for whatever your end date of work was until you get Social Security, you're going to get back pay from Social Security. And depending upon how long it's been, it could be a good big chunk of money. Mine was. But I had to pay, back that long-term disability stuff. I had to pay it back to them, which was fine. It still was more than what, I still got more. I still made out with the deal. But most lawyers, I saw somebody posted, the lawyer will take 33% of whatever you get. That's a little high. Most lawyers, my lawyer was actually 10%. If I didn't get him through Allsup, it would have been 10%. Most lawyers, and he even said it, about 10 to 15%. And he said, that's your money. It's not mine. I'm just here to help you get it, and I like to win. So it's usually probably about 10 to 20%. 33 is a little high. Usually if somebody's saying 33%, they're not really a good lawyer. Because they don't get a lot of clients. So, yeah, that's a little high, 33%. But you do have to pay the lawyer. But if like Allsup, I applied first time, lost. Second time, got denied again. When I went to the hearing, they got me the lawyer. So actually, Allsup paid the lawyer. And I already paid Allsup through my long-term disability company had already paid Allsup. So it cost Allsup $1,000 for this guy. I didn't have to pay him anything. But if I just went to him directly, then yeah, it would have been about, he said 10%. So that's another thing too. And you don't want to worry about that either. You don't want to worry about having to pay the lawyer because they're most likely they're pro bono. They don't get paid unless they win. Okay? But you don't want to worry about that because you're thinking about your future now because you can't work, right? So, yeah, don't be working a 40-hour-a-week job and asking for disability because it's not going to happen. If you're working from home, too, that could be a problem because you're showing Social Security that, you can work on a computer at home, so, just do that. Because it's not like the old days where people will say, I got it the first time, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, how long have you been on it? 20 years, 30 years. Yeah, 30 years ago, all you had to do was walk in with a doctor's note to your local social SSA office, and they'd cut you a check and say, okay, you're all set. You're going to get this every month. You know? That doesn't work anymore because of fraud and everything. And then I got a neighbor who pulled some fraud, and he's off SSDI. But so, yeah, you don't want to be doing that or a home job because that's, like I said, they think you can work. The other thing too is that they're going to watch you from the moment you apply for it till the conclusion of whenever it ends. They're going to watch you like a hawk. Okay, so if you tell them you can't work and you're not working, you're collecting long-term disability, and they see you outside digging a hole, mowing the lawn, up on the roof, fixing something, no, they're going to watch you, especially in that time. And surprisingly, if you're on a long-term disability, they watch you like a hawk. Okay? So you really don't want to be doing things outside and physical and everything. You really don't want to be physical anything. Going like to a grocery store is one thing. Going to get pharmacy, going to doctor appointments, that's fine. Even if you go fishing for a little bit and you feel having a good day and you want to go fishing, that's fine too. Or if you're having a good day and you want to mow the lawn, that's good. But if they see you doing it like once a week, then they're going to say, what the hell's going on? So yeah, you kind of want to monitor your stuff. The other thing too is social media. Don't post pictures of yourself like hunting in the woods or doing a 5K or anything like that. And I have talked to Social Security, I've talked to my long-term disability. Well, I like to fish. Is that okay to do once in a while? And they said, oh yeah, that's fine. It's actually a relaxing thing. So yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Don't go fishing, 5 days a week and, think you can't work. So yeah, I've asked them about that. They said that was fine as long as, I'm not going out on a boat and driving, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours to go fish someplace. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, you don't want to show yourself doing like traveling. Like you don't want to, show yourself like traveling to Greece. Okay? If you're in the United States, because they're going to sit to say, wait a minute, this guy can go to Greece, but he can't work. Okay, there's something wrong here. So yeah, those are the things you don't want to do. You want to lay low on social media. I mean, you can post stuff. I mean, you can be active on social media. Just don't post like activities. Like, look at me mowing the lawn, and there are people who do that. So, yeah, social media, take a break from it. One of the best things I can tell you to do is, and I've said this in a ton of videos, and this was actually an idea that I cannot take the credit for the idea, because I'm sure people were doing it before I was. But the person who told me about it was my friend Gina Santana, who I have founded some groups with and stuff. And when in the beginning of my journey with Meniere's, I give her all the credit because she got me out of a dark place. She helped me tremendously. But this was the best thing I ever did, and the best advice she ever gave me. Keep a journal of your attacks, when they happen, how long, what happens, if it's tinnitus, vertigo, how long the vertigo was, and be honest. Don't exaggerate. Don't sit there. It's like if you had vertigo for 4 hours, 5 hours, and then you were dizzy after that for the rest of the day, write that down. Don't write down you had vertigo for 10 days. Because even like I asked my doctor about it, and he goes, some people get confusion with the dizziness and vertigo. Dizziness is an off balance. Vertigo is when the room is spinning. So he said, yeah, some people think they're having vertigo and they're really not. They're off balance. They're dizzy, not vertigo. So yeah, don't write that. Don't write like, oh, I've had vertigo for 50 days because that's a red flag. But yeah, I mean, I've been keeping this stuff forever. Since 2018, I've done this because this is when Gina gave me that advice. And it actually, two things that it does is it helps the doctor, your doctor, and SSDI loves this because this is how they can tell how you live every day. You telling them that, trying to come up with how you live every day and not have a written record of it, it's going to be pretty hard to go back to all these attacks. And my doctor thought it was great. My lawyer thought it was the best thing ever and is telling all his clients now to keep a record. The judge in Massachusetts is actually a lawyer, and this one's a disability lawyer. She asked if she could speak to me after the meeting, after our hearing, and she told me this was the best thing she ever saw. I'm going to tell my clients to do this, because I guess they take turns in Massachusetts on who's the SSA judge. So that's the best thing. Keep a record of everything, even your doctor's appointments. I mean, you can get them. I mean, it's very easy to get them. And Social Security will get them. And ALSUP, if you use them, will get them. But yeah, save your records too, because they print out after an appointment, usually print out what happened and this, that, and the other thing. So that's another thing you want to do, is keep a record. The last thing I'm going to say is, and I can't stress this enough, go to your doctor appointments. Don't stop going to the doctor. Even if you get approved, don't stop going to your doctor appointments. Keep going. The number one reason why people lose Social Security, disability insurance is because once they get it, they stop going to the doctors. Because they will send information to the doctors. Can you fill this form out? Tell us how he's doing, if he can go back to work or not. Now, if if you stop going to your doctors because, hey, I got Social Security, I can live in a lap of luxury now. I don't need you, doc. What's going to happen is the doctor's going to get that form. Say, haven't seen him in 2 years. I have no idea. And Social Security is going to call you and say, why haven't you been to the doctors? And then they're going to say, well, you lost your benefits. They will take your benefits away. Keep your doctor's appointments, whether it's with your otolaryngologist, ENT, neurologist, which just reminded me, I have to call my neurologist on Monday. I can't remember when my last appointment is. Neurologist, primary care, any doctor you see, make sure you continue to go to them. Because they're all going to get forms eventually. So, yeah, you want to keep those appointments. And I can't stress that enough. Okay? So, this is just kind of like an overview. I've seen questions about SSDI, and I've been posting little commenting videos and stuff, but you know what? It never hurts to do another one. And there's some new information that I got that I passed along. Because like the social media thing, they check it. Sorry, they do. Once you fill out a form to get a federal funded program, you open yourself to everything. So social media is one of those things, and they will find you. They will find you. They will find out if you're naughty or nice, just like Santa Claus. So, on that note, hey guys, if you got any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as you can. As soon as I can, message me. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's it. Have a spin-free weekend, and there are better days coming. Believe me, there are. Take care, everybody.